My trip to Pakistan was prompted by the fact that we're focused on frontier and emerging markets at a similar stage in their digital transformation. The news coming out of Pakistan last year, the increased interest, and that's obviously a very high level impression of what's going on. And for us, we kind of specialize in markets like this, and so wanted to come and spend time on the ground, understand the substance behind that hype as and where it exists, where the opportunities are. In the middle of this year, we'll be launching our next fund, which will be actively investing in Pakistan as well. My initial reaction when I came to NICL was hugely impressed. I mean, wouldn't look out of place, and in fact is I think sort of a higher quality and better impression than a lot of sort of similar locations that I've come across, whether in sort of other frontier and emerging markets and even in the UK and Europe and places like that. The Makers Lab is incredible. It's I mean, giving people the opportunity to have access to that level of technology and infrastructure to test their ideas and to be able to iterate on them is phenomenal, and I think the kind of potential impact of that for businesses and innovation is huge. Comparing Pakistan compared to the other markets that we've been operating in for a while now, I think kind of on a sort of bigger picture, they're at a pretty similar level. I think what's kind of exciting in Pakistan is it's really in the last 12 months been sort of turbocharged by the increase in interest and the inflows of capital from foreign investors. Universal problems that really need to be solved, particularly payments, and that is driven by the sort of level of kind of adoption of digital payments, debit cards, credit cards, wallets, BNPL, these kind of solutions. That's only possible when you have the kind of payment gateways, the payment infrastructure, payment service providers. That kind of payments and logistics are two of those areas which are pretty fundamental to actually being able to build meaningful businesses in the long run. One piece of advice for founders is that this is a long game. I mean, it's not a 5-year play. It's a 10-year play. I think for a lot of these technologies to play out, to become kind of to reach sort of critical mass in terms of adoption. While capital is readily available at the moment and valuations are going up, think in the context of you're building a business for 5-10 years, and it's been one of the things I've noticed is that don't set kind of a valuation now which you won't be able to justify in the future. Your valuation today sets the expectations of what you're going to do in the next 12 to 18 months before you raise capital again. The higher that valuation, the less margin for error you give yourself.